we're done with the general functions in the single row functions. So we're done with each and every function. NVL function will help you to replace the null values with any not null value. And the NVL2 function is advanced to the NVL function. So it works with the 3 arguments. If condition 1 is satisfied, it will take the condition 2. So if condition 1 is null, it will take the condition 3. So we can say in another way. So it works with the 3 arguments. If expression 1 is true, it will take the expression 2. If expression 1 is false, it will take the expression 3. So expression false, expression 1 is true or false, meaning if expression 1 is having the value, we can say it is the true. If it is does not have any value, we can say it is it's a false. So we're done with the case conversion functions as well. The case conversion functions will case conversion functions. Okay, we're done with the case conversion functions as well. So it will take the input from you and it will convert it will return in another format. So it may be lower to upper or upper to lower, or upper to so it get converted into initial letter should be caps. Okay, so in those situations we'll use the case conversion functions. Okay, so then we have the character functions. Okay, in the character functions also, it accepts the character as an input and returns the number, either number or character values. Okay, so these functions, in these functions, we have a concatenate function. This will help you to add the strings. Okay, if you have like a plus b equal to ab, similar kind, how the mathematical function will do the calculations. 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Okay, same way, a plus b equal to ab. So if you want to do like adding, if you want to add the 2 strings, we'll use the concatenate operator to append the each character. Or each character or each string. Okay, so then length function will help you to count the number of characters in the string or in a sentence or in a column. Okay, so substring function will so we are saying about the substring functions and the instring functions, correct? So the substring function will help you to print the from nth position to n number of characters. Okay, substring function will help you to print the particular part of the string. So if you have some XYZ is your string, so if you want to display either one of the character or XY or part of this string, anything, it may be XYZ or anything, whatever the things we have, if you want to print a particular character of things in that particular sentence, we'll go with the substring functions. Okay, so in substring function, you cannot able to see. So if you have like a email, we've taken the email ID column yesterday. So then in the email ID, so we need to filter that, so let's take the examples again. We'll take the whatever the previous examples we done, right? So F8. See, so we taken the example like this is your email column. Very important. Please put more effort on to understand of this. Okay. So we have the email column like this. Okay. So I'm putting some name here. So now I need to split that as a. This is your name. This is your domain name. So now I need to make the 2 names using the same string. So the client is asked like based on the email ID, kindly derive the employee name and as well as the domain name of the customer. So now we need to derive that. So if you want to derive that, so we need to print the substring function will help you to STR function will help you to print the from mth position to n number of characters. Okay, take like a string is your syntax. Okay, string from starting point and the number of characters. Your syntax of the substring function. Okay, so now if you mention like a SUBSTR of SUBSTR of email. So instead of string, I am passing the column name. Now, whatever the column is having, if you have 10 records, for every record, it will take that column value and provide as an input for this. Okay, now SUBSTR of, so I'm saying like a 1, 5. 1, 5. The substring function start with the first character and print the five number of characters from that starting point. See, VA is set size, so 5 characters. It is printing that. Okay. Now, if you want to print like a from 5th position to so another 5 characters. It start with I. Okay, it start with I and it is printing that values. Okay, so in those type of situations, we'll go with the substring function. Now, you cannot able to make as a automation or dynamic strings you need to frame. So everyone does not have the same number of characters for each and every name. Okay, so everyone they have their different number of characters. Length of name is not the same for everyone. It may be a different. Okay, now we need to make as a dynamic to print that as a dynamically. We need to use some other functions to simplify our work. So that is the INSTR function. So INSTR function will help you to find out the position of the character. Okay, so ఏదైనా ఒక క్యారెక్టర్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది ఎన్నో పొజిషన్ లో ఉంది నీ ర్యాంక్ ఏంటి సో ట్రీట్ లైక్ యాస్ ఏ we have like this these are all the members. Okay, so V is having the 1 and this is like a 2 3 like position. So number of characters, if you have any number of characters, if you want to find out the position of the character, we'll use the INSTR function. Okay, so for that if you mention like for which character you are going to find the position. So what the character you are looking to find the position of the character, that you need to mention in the single quotations. So now we are mentioning like so now I'm saying like A. So I was trying to find out the A position from, okay. Now, okay, so now see here, this works with the minimum 2 arguments. Okay, if you forget like simply if you mention a string of the particular finding position of character, that you need to mention here. See, of string. String is the second argument. Okay, so remaining are the optional parameters. Optional meaning if you put like a parameter values in the what we can say open braces or curly open braces, right? Open brackets. Okay, if you put that, these are the optional. Okay, so The third parameter is starting position, starting point, from where I need to print that. So to find out the position, now I need to take the position from the starting point, or I need to count the position from the which point I need to count. That you need to mention for that. Okay, starting point. So then the fourth parameter is occurrence. Occurrence meaning, so you are starting like you are in this, you are finding the A position. Okay, we have like A in this place. Okay, so we have A in this place and as well as A in this place. We have in the second A in the first position is the second. Okay, you find out the position A is this 2, and again you are finding in the middle of that. So again you are finding at the last. Okay, we have like a multiple occurrences of a character. So if you want to find out the first occurrence, okay, we'll use this parameter. Mention like a 1 occurrence. Which occurrence is required for you? Which occurrence? Okay, you require like a first or second or third, what the thing you require for you, that you need to mention in this place. Okay, so if you forget to mention this 2, okay, by default, so by default, system will treat like as a default value is 1. It start from the starting. It start with the, so you forget like a నువ్వేంటి ఎంత ఎర్న్ చేసావో ఇప్పుడు now like from first earning ఎంత అనేది నువ్వు మర్చిపోయావు అనుకో, the system will treat like as it started with 1 rupee default. So everyone, if you want to start with your earnings or savings, that need to be start with 1 rupee. So 1 rupee రాకుండా వేరే ఏం రాదు, డైరెక్ట్ 100 రూపీస్ వచ్చేవి. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో అలానే, so if you forget to mention the starting point, the system will take a default is 1. Our first position, default as first position. Okay, so if you forget to mention the which occurrence, the system will take the default value as occurrence is also 1. Okay, so now see, now we are trying to see about the INSTR function. INSTR of, so simply I'm mentioning A. Okay, see, I haven't mentioned anything. So it is displaying 2. So meaning the INSTR function works with the minimum 2 arguments. Minimum 2 arguments. So these remaining are the optional parameters, optional arguments. Okay, so now see, the thing is happening. I said like if you forget these 2 parameter values, the system will take a default as the first position. So it is searching for the first character. Okay, and it is displaying like a first position or first occurrence. Sorry, occurrence. Okay, now see, so now we will verify the things. So it is starting from this. Okay, so where it is finding the, you are looking for a character. So where you will get that, it will take the that position. So you are getting the 2 here. Okay, so now you forget to mention the other parameters. Okay, now I am making the third argument as the starting point. I'm mentioning here. We're getting the 2. Now I'm mentioning like a 2. So the starting point itself is have the A. Now I'm saying like 3. See, from 3, it is printing the value. Okay, so but it count the values from this place, VASHI. Okay, so this is 5 characters, 6, 7, 8. So print చేస్తుంది. సో థర్డ్ పాయింట్ నుంచి ప్రింట్ చేసి నీకు అకరెన్స్ అనేది నువ్వేమి ఇవ్వలేదు కాబట్టి డిఫాల్ట్గా 1 తీసుకోవాలి. ఓకే, థర్డ్ పొజిషన్ నుంచి స్టార్ట్ చేస్తుంది కానీ అకరెన్స్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకునేటప్పుడు అది ఫస్ట్ నుంచి కౌంట్ చేసుకొని తీసుకుంటుంది. సో అకరెన్స్ యొక్క పొజిషన్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు సో ఇట్ కౌంట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ది స్టార్టింగ్ పాయింట్ టిల్ దట్ అకరెన్స్. ఎక్కడి వరకు అయితే ఉందో ఆ అకరెన్స్ యొక్క లెంత్ చెక్ చేసుకొని దాని యొక్క ఆ లెంత్ అనేది డిస్ప్లే చేస్తుంది. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో నౌ సి వీఆర్ గెటింగ్ లైక్ 8. Now I'm mentioning like a 3, 1. So I'm saying like a start with the 3 and display the first occurrence. 8. Now I'm saying like 2. The occurrence is 2. If you want to count that, count that values. Okay, so now we have the 8 in this place still. Okay, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, now I am saying like 3, 12 plus 14, 15, 16. Okay, so this is our positive things. So if you are to find out from from 0 to last. So if you want to came back from highest to low, and last nunchi you want to find out the number of characters from the last. So maybe as I said like yesterday, so if you want to find out the domain name, so if you want to find out the domain name, so we used to find out the domain as a dot. So what are the dot position we have? నువ్వు ఏం చేస్తావు, .com అనేది ఉంటే .com కానీ .in కానీ ఉంటే దాన్ని యూ కెన్ ట్రీట్ లైక్ యాజ్ ఎ డొమైన్ నేమ్. ఓకే, @సింబల్ నుంచి ఈ డొమైన్ ఈ .com కి మధ్యన ఉన్నది ఏదైతే ఉందో అది మన డొమైన్ నేమ్. ఓకే, సో ఈ డొమైన్ నేమ్ ని ఈ డొమైన్ నేమ్ అనేది ఇప్పుడు ఏం జరుగుతుంది, మీరు సింబల్ తీసుకొని సో సింబల్ ఫైండ్ అవుట్ చేస్తావు. సో సింబల్ however every email ID is having only symbol only one. So you may see like dot symbol shiva.reddy. So you may see that abc.xyz. సో నీకు ఈమెయిలింగ్ లో సో abc.xyz అనేది నీ ఈమెయిల్ ఐడిలో ఉండొచ్చు. దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎ ఛాన్స్ టు అలో దట్ స్పెషల్ క్యారెక్టర్. సో అప్పుడు నువ్వు డాట్ సింబల్ యొక్క పొజిషన్ చూసుకున్నావు అనుకో, డాట్ సింబల్ యొక్క పొజిషన్ చూస్తే ఏం చూపిస్తుంది, ఇట్ విల్ గివ్ ది పొజిషన్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ ఫస్ట్ క్యారెక్టర్. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో బట్ యూ డోంట్ నీడ్ దిస్ పొజిషన్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ సీ లైక్ n నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డాట్ పొజిషన్ ఇన్ మిడిల్ ఆఫ్ ది నేమ్, డోంట్ కన్సిడర్ దస్ ఆల్ ద థింగ్స్. టేక్ ది లాస్ట్ వన్. యూ డోంట్ నో లైక్ హౌ మెనీ అకరెన్సెస్ వీ హావ్, హౌ మెనీ డాట్స్ నీకు ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయో నీకు తెలియదు. సో దెర్ ఈజ్ నో నువ్వేంటి ప్రతి ఈమెయిల్కి వెళ్ళి చెక్ చేయలేవు నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ డాట్స్ ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయని. యూ కెనాట్ ఏబుల్ టు కౌంట్ దట్ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ క్యారెక్టర్స్. ఓకే, సో ఇన్ దట్ సిచ్యువేషన్ ఇఫ్ యూ కమ్ ఫ్రమ్ ది లాస్ట్ ఏమవుతుంది, ఈమెయిల్ అనేది కంపల్సరీ డొమైన్ నేమ్ డొమైన్ నేమ్ .com అని కంపల్సరీ ఉంటుంది. ఆ డాట్ యొక్క పొజిషన్ నువ్వు తీసుకో. సో అప్పుడు ఎలా చేయాలి, డాట్. సో నౌ ఇఫ్ యూ సీ లైక్ if I start like a dot, so it will give the 8th position. It is giving the 8th position. So if you want to see like a 1,1 or 1,2, so now you may get this 21. Okay, now if you have like another dot also in middle, so now you are getting this value. So you may not guess like how many dot positions we have in that particular string or email. For that reason, so try to print that from search the operation. The searching operation start from the last. Searching operation is started from the last. So if you want to take this count of things, in function it just going to count check. Total characters in unnayo count check. టోటల్ 25 ఉన్నాయి. 25లో నుంచి 3 వెళ్ళిపోతే 25th 22. Now you, however, you know this position at the rate symbol position. Then put the minus of this to this. So 22 minus you may get like 18 or something like. So else you can do that as well here. So you are looking for like a at the rate symbol position. See 22 minus 16. 2 minus 16. So you are looking for the 6 characters from at the rate symbol. Okay. So take this value and put that as a dynamic string in this place. So if you want to find out the domain name, okay, so this is your domain name. So to find out that domain name, I am simply mentioning like a so I'm saying like to find out the domain name. So start with the at the rate symbol. Start with the at the rate symbol. To find out, I'm finding here at the rate symbol position. So I don't want like the at the rate symbol. So I'm going to start with from next position. My domain name will start from the next position. So now I'm printing that next position of the character. See, now we will get the domain name here, gmail.com. So, but I need to filter out this particular before the dot. I need to print. So I don't need any other characters here. So for that reason, so I'm making as another thing in this place. Okay, so you will get the dot position from the last. So you will get this position 22. So you don't need this dot. So try to use the -1 for that to exclude. Got it? So this is the way substring functions and instring functions will help you to simplify our work to make as a dynamic operations. We'll use these situations. So you may use anything in this place. So add any number of dots, but it will print the domain name from that position. This is your name. This is your domain. So you may add like a domain name as yahoo.com. We'll see domain name as Yahoo. Got it? So this is the use of very important actually. Definitely you may use several times. So every day at least you may touch this type of commands at least once. Okay. So this is about the substring function and the instring function. Okay. So then we'll see about the lpad and rpad. Okay. So pad meaning adding. So lpad meaning it adds from the left side. rpad meaning it adds the things from the right side. rpad, right side. Okay. See some examples for that padding. So, you know, in the earlier SBI bank people is having the account number as a 9 digits or 10 digits, 9 digits or 10 digits. Okay, now the account numbers, the population has increased. Keep on that account number generation is going on. So it reached the maximum number. So then what those people will do? So those people will increase the one more additional number as the sequence number. Now that SBI account number is becoming like as a 13 digits, 11 digits, 11. So the private banks will having the 13 digits or 13 digits. Okay, so you may see the private bank people will having like a what we have here 6 plus 6, 12 for ICICI Bank. Okay, so 14 for HDFC Bank. Okay, so whatever that first account holders we have, those people may see like account number like 4-digit, 5-digit account number as well. So in the earlier days, if you have like net banking, now you can able to see that all the people are generating as a uniform account number with the same number of digits. So in the earlier, we don't have any account number. You may see like 100, 101, 102. The branch wise, those people are generating the account numbers in that way. Now, to maintain the uniform account number, we need to use some format for that. Okay. So the RBI bank people is saying like if it is the SBI bank customer. Okay. So you need to showcase the account number with the 11 digits. Okay. See, I'm making as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So if you are doing any violations of transaction rule, if you are doing like transaction violation is happening from your account. అంటే ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ చేసేటప్పుడు నువ్వు fraudulent transactions అంటే వాడు చెప్పిన రూల్స్ ఫాలో అవ్వకుండా, సో ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ లైక్ transactions in a day, multiple withdrawals or multiple deposits. శివాజీ సినిమా చూసినారా? శివాజీ సినిమాలో ఒకేసారి వచ్చి ఆయన అకౌంట్ లో మనీ పడతాయి. ఓకే, సో ఇట్స్ లైక్ ఏంటి దాన్ని ఏమంటారు, మనం మనీ లాండరింగ్ జరుగుతుంది అక్కడ. ఓకే, మనీ లాండరింగ్ జరుగుతుంది. వీ నీడ్ టు ఐడెంటిఫై దట్ అకౌంట్ అండ్ వీ నీడ్ టు షో దట్ టు ది ఆర్బీఐ పీపుల్. సో వీ నీడ్ టు కీప్ దట్ మానిటరింగ్ ఆఫ్ ఈచ్ అండ్ అకౌంట్ హోల్డర్ ఆఫ్ యువర్స్. మీ బ్యాంక్ లో జరిగే ప్రతి అకౌంట్ హోల్డర్ యొక్క ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ని మీరు మానిటర్ చేయాలి. మానిటర్ చేసి you need to report that any customer is doing any fraudulent transaction. If you have any doubt, simply take that account number details and provide that account numbers to the RBI people. You need to report that account number. So no report చేసేటప్పుడు, so the banker will know like 1, 2, 3, 4 is account number for the XYZ person. Okay, so the RBI will maintain the account number in this way. So RBI, if you want to understand, this is for the SBI bank. So you need to maintain like a 4 plus 4, 8. Now you will get the 11 digits of this. So if you want to report this 1, 2, 3, 4 account number to the RBI, you need to make as some padding options. So the 0, if you add for this account number zeros, the account number value won't change. But the RBI people will understand this is the SBI account customer. Okay, so if it is the like ICICI bank, you need to add one more digits. Okay, so if you want to do these type of padding option, okay, so now we have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now I'm going to add the LPAD. Will help you to add the value from the left side. LPAD. So LPAD function will help you to add the So what it is doing? So I am looking for total 10 digits of number. It have only 9 digits. So now it is adding the single digit of that. Okay, now I am adding like I'm saying like my account number should be 12 digits. It is adding 3. Okay, so it padding the values from the left side. Okay, so to add the values from the left side, we will use the LPAD. If you want to add the values from the right side, so you won't get the situation to add any value for the right side. So RPAD అనేది very rarely you may get the situations. LPAD you may get the situation to add some padding the values. So see, it is adding from the right side. Okay, so nothing, I don't have anything to discuss about this. So it will help you to add the values from the left side. So whatever the string you require for you to add that, so we'll use that. So you can able to use any special characters as well. It can add any character. So you may add like a double @ symbol as well. It add like a it count like 12 digits. So you added like a 2 for one time. So it becoming like 11. Then again you are adding for the 2. So it won't allow for the more than 12. Okay, if you mention like 13, you will see double at the rate. So you are adding like a 2 characters at a time. You are adding 2 characters, that length function will count that each character as a one position. అర్థమైందా? Okay, so this is the padding function. Okay, so now we have the trim function. See, now treat like I say ABC. Union will so if I run this query, what will happen? So you already know, right, set operators. What will happen if I run this query? It combine the 2 sets, correct? So if I run this query, what the output I can expect here?
Only distinct values we get.
So union is a set operator which will help you to club the 2 results. Okay, but if the query is having the duplicates, it eliminate the duplicate records and provide the distinct values or unique values. Now see, XYZ is the both are same, so that's why it is displaying like a 2. 1. Now see here, now it is displaying 2. So you cannot able to judge this. You are seeing like the output is look like a both are same. కనిపిస్తుందా? So చూడడానికి you cannot able to guess that these both are the different. So now you are using the union operator in this place, but the query is saying like both are different values. So the union function, union operator will it eliminate the duplicates. So now the output is looking like as a duplicate. The client may ask like came back, these 2 values are looking same, why should you are displaying as a 2 times? So in these situations, there is a chance there may be some white spaces from the middle of the things, are end of this point or starting of the point. Now see, there is space here, so you will know that it's okay. So else you are not able to identify that. Okay, so come to the starting point, select. Okay, provide some alias name as a for this. Okay, see here. So while running up this query, now we don't have any name here. Okay, now see here. Now select ABC XYZ and we are using this, right? Now if you want to find out that, so is there any difference of that? Okay, use the length function for that. Length of A. Okay, so something we are saying here, right? So while selecting up this query, so whatever the first column value, first query is having the column name. So it treat like as a all our other thing as a same column name. AB. So if you mention like A, it is treating like as a A. Now you are mentioning like a ANG, so it will display like a ANG. So if you are mentioning in the second query, so ST or anything, so you can put anything, it ignore that value, so it won't consider at all. So about first వచ్చాడో వాళ్ళని కన్సిడర్ చేసుకుంటే వాళ్ళకి ప్రిఫరెన్స్ ఇస్తారు సిస్టమ్. Okay, the preference will given by the first query. So the Oracle will provide the preference. So take the values, take the inputs, okay, by the first query. If the first query, whatever the column alias name we have, it treat like for all the columns is having the same column name. Okay. Now see, now I am making as say A is my alias name. Okay, so now I'm making as a inline view for this. Inline view. Okay, see here. So for one value it is showing 6. For another value it is showing 7. There is some difference. So we don't know that. So if you want to find out, so if you want to remove that space, okay. So if you want to remove that space, use the trim function for that. Trim of A. Okay. So now see ABC XYZ, ABC XYZ. Here it is showing some space. Okay. So it's a trim value. A. Is the trimmed A, it is the actual A. Okay, now take the value of again that length function for the same thing on top of this. Right, length of A. Trim A. So on top of inline view, again I am writing the another inline view. So whatever the query I have the previous, this is my inline view till this. So this inline view is becoming like as a another inline view. On top of the one inline view, I am writing another inline view. Okay, so now see here, ABC XYZ. This is your actual column. This is for the length of that particular column. So this is your trim column. So it is showing 6, 6 for the both. It remove that unwanted spaces from left side. Okay, if you want to remove from only left side, use the L trim. So if you want to remove only from right side, use the R trim. So if you want to remove from the both sides, we'll go with the L trim. See, now we use the trim function. So now I'm adding some additional space from the right side as well. It is displaying 8, but it is showing 6. I'm adding another space as well. Okay, so now we have from the right side and left side, both sides of the trim function space. Now I'm using the, instead of trim function, now I'm using the L trim. Instead of using, I'm using L trim. Okay, so instead of trim, now I'm using the L trim. Okay, now see, the L trim will works with the from left side character. It will remove the left side white spaces. Okay, if you want, it is not removing from the right side. Okay, see here, there is one space difference. It is removing that space. Here we have like a right side, we have 2 spaces. It is not removing that. Now I'm using like a R trim. It is removing 2 spaces from the right side. So if you want to remove both, we'll go with the trim function directly. Okay, so this is about the trim functions. Okay, so what we have, replace and translate. Replace and translate functions. So the replace functions work with the, okay, so we have this email. So take this email column. I'm not removing these all things not required from me. Okay, so this all also not required. Okay, so we have these two emails. Okay, now the client is asked to, by mistakenly, I have provided like a Yahoo. So I need to display like a Ymail. We have the, for Yahoo users, we have the two types of users like yahoo.com, ymail.com. Okay, so if you want to display the customer information about the email IDs, the client is asked like if you see like wherever ymail.com, treat like I said, this is also Yahoo user. Got it right? Now, if you want to make it like that, so wherever I am seeing like a Ymail, so I need to change as a Yahoo. I'm simply saying ymail.com. Okay, so we have like ymail.com is one and gmail.com, yahoo.com. So now the client is asked to count the number of Yahoo users, count the number of Gmail users, domain wise, like he is looking for the count. Okay, so then how can we count like the people Yahoo Mail and uh, what we can say Yahoo Mail and as well as Ymail, both are the same. Okay, now if we want to do this type of things, so we need to replace the Ymail with the Yahoo or Yahoo with the Ymail. So either of this you can able to do that. Okay, now see, so if you want to do those type of things, replace of email. Okay, replace of email. Okay, so for you need to find out particular character or a string. Okay, for which character you need to remove. See, the syntax will be replace of string, comma, which character or word, character or word. Okay, to which character or word you need to replace. That you need to mention in this as a second parameter. Okay, so to which word you are going to replace with that finding character. Okay, so the replace function so for which character you are going to replace, for which character or word we are going to replace.
In the place of existing.
We are going to replace that you need to mention in this place. Okay, the founded character you need to replace with a different value. The founded value you need to replace with a different value. So to which value we need to, so we can say replace string to find out the replace of existing characters. We can say okay, so to find out what the existing character you need to find out existing string or word, string or character. Okay, so to which value you need to replace? It's a new value or a replaced value. So what the value you are going to replace? The replace value you are going to mention in this place. Replace value or new value. Replace value or a new value, we need to make it as a third argument. Now see, it will work in this way. String. The string become like as a email. Okay. Now you want to find replace with Yahoo. That you need to mention in this place or Ymail. Okay. If you found like a Ymail, it replace with the which character you need to replace that. That you need to mention in this place Yahoo. Okay. See, the same thing I'm going to do here. Replace of email. As I said, like a Ymail. If you found the Ymail, you found Ymail, replace with the Yahoo. Okay, this is your existing string that are old string or existing string that you mentioned in this place. Okay, so the replacing a new string you need to mention in the as a third argument. So now see here, yahoo.com. So here we have the ymail.com. Now we are seeing yahoo.com. So the remaining things are not touched you. Yahoo.com. So you may see like Yahoo or Ymail in middle of the name. Okay, so you may see, so if someone is having the name like a Ymail, oh, see the difference. So the person Ymail is having this. Now it replaced with the Yahoo. So whatever the value you are looking for that, if the value is founded in my string, it replaced with any number of places. So occurrence instinct function in the first occurrence lo replace cheyalante first occurrence chestam, second occurrence ante second occurrence jarugutundi. You cannot able to use more number of parameters in this place. So it replaces with the all characters. So if you founded that Ymail and whatever the place it is founded in the particular column, it replaces in the all the places. See, it is not touching with any other things here. So if you have Yahoo, Yahoo.com, it is Gmail or Rediff.com. So whatever the things we have, it won't touch for that. So it won't do it. It won't touch at all anything. Okay, the replace function works with in this way. Okay, now we have the translate function. It is working with the character or word wise. So it is replacing with a string. It is not replacing with character by character. It is replacing with the whole world. So ikkada meekenti ymail antunnam. So ymail lo ikkada enti ymail lo nunchi. So any one of the character I am removing this place. See here. So you may see here YMAI, not with L. So it is not replacing here. Where it is that? Here. Thus, both values are same. So if the whole world get matched with your founded value, then only it replacing with the new value. So whatever the value you are going to found some value, finding the value is matched with your exact string, then it replace. If it is not matching with exact, I'm not touching with that. I'm putting as keep as is. Okay. So now see about the translate. Okay, the translate function is also look like of the same. Okay, and another thing I want to forget, so I forget here. So it works with the two arguments as well. Okay, it works with the two arguments. See, if you forget to mention the replaced value, so what the value I need to replace, if you forget that, the system by default, it will make it as a null. It will do like this. So if I don't want to mention this as well, by default, it will do it with a null. See, ymail.com. So now it becoming like as a .com. Okay, there is a chance for this type of things as well. Okay, now the same way, the translate function is also work with same way. So the translate function works with the character by character. See, translate string. Okay, existing string, not the string here, existing characters. You can able to make multiple characters, existing number of characters. Existing characters, I'm saying. Characters. One or more. One or more. Okay, so it replaces with the, if you are mentioning like a one character, you need to make it as a one character here. So you are mentioning 10 characters, you need to mention 10 characters. Okay, replacing. Replacing characters, you need to mention in this place. Okay, everything will same, but see here, that the difference is you need to see about the translate and replace both at a time, then you can understand. I'm doing the same things with this two. This is about the replace function. The replace function is replacing the things ymail.com. Okay, it's yahoo.com. See here, it is replacing with the HOR. See, the thing is, Y is replacing with the Y. It is not changing anything. Okay, M is replacing with the Y. A is replacing with the H. I is replacing with O. L is replacing with the O. See, ymail.com. So Y is keeping like as is. You are replacing Y with Y. You are not changing anything in that. The second letter M is replacing with A. So it got replaced with the A here. Then A is replaced with the H. It got replaced. Okay, I is replacing with O. O is replacing with the, again, L is also replacing with the O. So it is performing the character by character. So if you see like wherever you are seeing like a Y, it is replacing with the Y. Then if you are seeing like a M, see, wherever you are seeing like M, that becoming like as a. See, all the .com, M is replacing with A. Okay, now you will mention like here 5 characters. If you forget to put like only 3 characters. Now this function will work with the first 2 characters with Y and M. Okay, it's like a Y is Y, M is A, then it replaces with the remaining null. Okay, so how that replace function is working as a null, if you forget to mention the replaced value. So what the value you need to replace, if you forget to that, So how that null value is taking as a null, in the same way, it will work for that as well. Okay. So the translate function will work like this. Okay, so this is about the replace function and the translate functions. Okay, now tell me, now I need to find out number of dots in this place. Now I need to find out number of dots in this place. Email. Now I need to find out number of dots is 3. You can able to see, like you can able to tell. The system cannot able to understand, right? Now this is the task for you people. If you see like in the Google, you may get the solution. So in my videos also having this type of questions, but try to use your mind and get the solution from yourself. So whatever the things we are discussed today, using that you can able to achieve with this. Okay, we have the length function and we have the replace function. Translate function we have. Use these 3 functions, you may get the solution definitely. Okay. This is about task, like for this you may see like for every email you will see one. In this we get 3, in this also we get 3, in this we get only 1. Okay, so if you want to find out the number of characters in that any string, we'll use some logics for this. Okay, so this is about the character functions. Okay, so we'll go with the date functions. So we'll finish about the date functions and we'll see the other functions by tomorrow. Okay, so date functions work with date values. Okay, so date arithmetic operations return the date or numerical values. Same day, if you have 2 dates, so 1st January, 30th January. So if you want to do the differences between from date and to date, so in the 2 dates number of days in unnai kanukovali. So we'll use the date functions for this. Okay, so if you want to find out months in unnai, if you have 2 dates, the 2 dates madhyana, if you want to find out how many months we have in this between 2 days, we'll use the months between function. Say if you want to add 1 month for this, so ee roju nunchi next 1 month lo nee money neeku ista ani cheppi chepta unta portion. Next date enti neeku telusukovali immediate ga. So if you cannot able to add like 30 days for every month. So if you add like 30 days for now, see, let's see with some examples about it. Okay, so first state is the function to display the current date. Date functions. So let's start with the date functions. Okay, so we will get the date functions. State. See, state is the function which is used to find out the current date. Okay, so another function to do the same date. Current underscore date is the function which is also do the same. Okay, so now, so if you want to find out the next 10-day state, so if you want to find out the next 10-day state, so simply we'll use the 60 plus 10. State plus 10, it is giving the 28th February. So you may add like if you want to see like next month date, So you will add like a 30 days. So next 1 month lo nee money నీకు రిటర్న్ ఇస్తానంటే నువ్వేం చేసుకుంటావు? సో ఇప్పటి నుంచి 18th ఈ రోజు డేట్. సో యూ మే ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ దట్ మనీ బై నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ 18th. సో యూజువల్ గా నువ్వు నెక్స్ట్ మంత్ 18th కి 1 month అవుతుంది. So if you add like 30 days, so it is going for the 20th March. You cannot able to add the month exactly here. So February ki 28 days ka month. You cannot able to add like 30 days. So you need to use the add underscore month function to add the number of months correctly. So we have another things here. What we have? Add underscore months. Okay, so last day, next day, round and trunk. Okay, so we'll do this. Okay, so now we have like so if you want to see like if you can able to add number of days, you can able to subtract the number of days. Doing the arithmetic operations with the date values. It is happening. So it is displaying the date values, correct? Now I'm displaying with the c13 comma. Okay, so I'm making as a c13 as a from date. This is like I'm making as a to date. Okay, so from date and to date. I have two different dates. Now, so I'm making as a table of this as a inline view. I'm saying like to date, this is the from date. Okay, so now I need to find out the number of days between this. Now simply, so if you want to do like 10 minus 5, we'll get a 5. Same way, now I'm minusing the one date value with another date value. See, you have the difference of 30 days. Name. So you are saying like you can able to use a minus spell. No. Minus will becoming like as a set operator. So if you use instead of symbol, if you use the minus, look like as a set operator. These two are not. You will get the error from keyword not found because this is the set operator. This is not the arithmetical operator. Okay, you can able to subtract or add the months as well. Sorry, you cannot able to add. You can able to. Okay, so you cannot able to use divided by as well. Okay. Now, so now we are saying like if you want to find out the months between these two. Now we have two dates. Okay, so now dates will be we have like a 15th, 18th February and a 19th here, right? Now I'm making as a 68 plus 10 and I'm adding with the 68 minus 18. Okay, so we need to make him like as a 70. Okay, it start with the 1st February and ending with the 28. Now I need to find out the months here. So we are getting like a 27 days. So if you want to do like a number of days divided by, so difference between from date and to date, you will get some number of days and do the division of by 30. So it is showing 0.9. So it about to reach like a 1 month. It is showing that way. Now I am doing in this way. Months. Months between. Okay, months between is the function which is used to find out the number of months. So it is showing 0.87. Okay, so system months underscore between is also look for like as a 30 days. Okay. Wait. Okay, so I will explain about that by tomorrow. So the months underscore function need to be display like a exact number of months actually. Okay, so we'll see about the another date functions. Okay, let's come with by tomorrow with months underscore between. Okay, so now as I said, like we can, if you want to add like so if you want to find out the next 1 month date. So now you are in like 18th, so that need to be 17th or 18th, so that it complete the next month date for you. Now 68 plus 10, so you are where date is the 68. So now we are in the current date here. This is your from date 18 February. Now, if you want to find out the, next date, so we'll use usually plus 30, correct? You are getting like a 20th March. The same way, I'm using add underscore months function sysdate with one month. Now see here, you are getting 18th March. Now, if you want to see like a last month data for today's, ఈ రోజు నుంచి కరెక్ట్ గా 1 month బ్యాక్ వెళ్తే నా డే ఏంటి? So add underscore months function will help you to add number of months for the particular date. మీరు ఏదైతే డేట్ ఉందో ఆ డేట్ కి నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ మంత్స్ ని యాడ్ చేస్తారు. Okay, so add underscore months function will help you to add number of months or subtract number of months. Then what we have? So now next day. Okay, next day function will help you to find out the next coming day. So now we are in like a Friday. So what is your next Tuesday date? So if you want to find out next Friday date, if you want to find out next Sunday date. So you are looking for some day. What is the day of that particular date? So a day ka date entry. Okay, so if you want to find out that, we'll use the next underscore day is a function. Next underscore day is the function. Okay, for which day you are looking for day. What is your so where you are in 18 February. So from 18 February, what is the next Sunday date? So you are looking for next Sunday date. Okay, see, take this calendar like a sysdate. You are in this place. If you see from today onwards, what is your next Sunday date? So next Sunday date is 1920. 20 is your Sunday date. Okay, if you are in like a 20, so now you are in Sunday. You are asking about next Sunday date. So you that it cannot be say like today is Sunday. So system ala cheppagu. So you are looking for next Sunday date. So if you are in like Sunday, it give the next Sunday date. See, I'm displaying this sysdate plus 2 will give 20th February, correct? Now I am passing the same value for this as well. Sysdate plus 2. It give the next Sunday date because you are passing the 20th February is the date value. From that value to you are looking for the next Sunday value. If you mention like Monday, you will get the Monday state. The next day, 21st. So we will get the next day value using this. Okay, then we have last day function. Last day. So you no need to use any parameters here, simply last day of a date. So it is giving 20th February. So I'm saying like simply select star sysdate minus 20. So I'm making as a 20th, 29th January date. So I'm passing the same value minus 20. Now we'll get the 31st January because you are passing the 29th January value. So in the particular month, so whatever the date you are passing. So in the particular month, what is your last working day? Sorry, last day of the month. సో ఆ మంత్ లో లాస్ట్ డే ఏంటి తెలుసుకోవాలి. అప్పుడు విల్ గో విత్ దిస్. దెన్ సి 68 minus C78. So what the day you will get? February 21. Okay, now I am passing with this. C78. You are getting this again. So 670. What is your leap year, man? Maybe 2020 is the leap year, correct? So you will get the last day function value like a 2nd January. So you are passing like a 2nd January. So 2nd January meaning you need to subtract another 8. Grade 48. Okay, now you are passing like a 1st February 2020. See here, you are getting 29th of February because this is the leap year. So if you want to find out month ending date, we'll use the last day function. So there is no function called like a first underscore day. There is no function like a first underscore day function. Okay, first underscore day is a invalid identifier because it's not the function. Okay, so in this situation, so if you want to see in mathematical, we'll see the functions like a select 1.5 dual. So what will give? It give the 1.5. It is displaying the value. So if you use the round function for this, round. So in mathematical, if you have like 0.5, it will display 1. If it is less than the 0.5, it will becoming like as a 0. So now it is getting 2. Okay, it is getting the 2. Then we have like a trunk. Trunk is the function which is used to trunk the decimal values. Trunk the decimal values. So it will round the decimal values. Round function will round the decimal values. So if it is 0.5 below, it will becoming like as a previous nearest integer value. So ఇప్పుడు 0.5 అన్నప్పుడు 0 అవుతుంది. So previous integer value కి యాడ్ చేసుకుంటుంది. So if it is like 0.5 and above, it will provide the next integer value. Okay, so the trunk function will do in this way. It trunk the decimal values. It remove the decimal values and display the original integer value. Actual integer value ఏదైతే ఉందో ఆ actual integer value ని display చేస్తుంది. So you are saying like a 1.5. So now I am making as a 1.4 in both places. It is displaying 1 because so you are rounding the value to the previous integer value is a 1. ఇక్కడ ఏం జరుగుతుంది? If it is like a 1.9 also, it will display. No, it will. The trunk function will remove the decimal values and display the actual integer value. So round function will round the decimal values. Round చేస్తుంది decimal values. ఇక్కడేమో trunk అనేది it remove the decimal values. See here. Okay. So the same way these functions work with the date values as well. Date values as well. Okay. Round off state. Round off state. See the round function will becoming like as a if 0.5 or below ఉన్నప్పుడు 0.5 below ఉన్నప్పుడు it will becoming like as a 0. అంటే దాని ప్రీవియస్ వాల్యూ ఏదైతే ఉందో అని చూపిస్తుంది. If it is like 0.5 above, it will go with the next value. అవునా? Same way, so the system will treat like as a whole month is one value. Okay, so whole month is one value. So if you are in like a middle of the month or prior of the month, prior to the middle of month, so now the system will display like a 1st February. If you are in like a 50th February, 15th February and above, it will go with the next month value. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో 1 ఎలా అవుతుంది, ఇక్కడ 0.5 ఉంది అన్నప్పుడు 0 అవుతుంది. 0.5 అబవ్ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ ఫర్ ది 1. సో ఏమవుతుంది అంటే నెక్స్ట్ ఇంటీజర్ వాల్యూకి వెళ్తుంది. సో ద ట్రంక్ ఫంక్షన్ విల్ go with if you are in like a same month. So if you pass like a 1.1 or 1.9, 1.5, so it will display the current month information only. Ante emoutundi 1 anedi it will display that 1.5, 1.1, 1.9. If you pass anything, it will display the only 1. Ante emoutundi it is displaying the current month values. Okay, round function em chestindi half month kanna ముందు ఉన్నావంటే it will display the current month details. If you are in like a half month above, it will go for the next month information. Okay, so now the date will work in that same way. See here. Now round off systate. Round off systate. See, now I am removing on the trunk of systate as well. See, you are in like a trunk of systate 18th February. So now round off systate, it is displaying month. So ఇక్కడ ఏం చూస్తున్నావు, ఈ డేలే మటుకే చూస్తున్నావు. సిస్టేట్ అంటే ఈ రోజులో నువ్వు ఎక్కడున్నావు, హాఫ్ డే కన్నా ప్రేయర్ ఉన్నావా, హాఫ్ డే తర్వాత ఉన్నావా. సో ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ లైక్ నెక్స్ట్ హాఫ్, సెకండ్ హాఫ్ లో ఉన్నావు అంటే ఇట్ విల్ గో ఫర్ ది నెక్స్ట్ డే. సో ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ ది ఫస్ట్ హాఫ్, ఇట్ విల్ బికమింగ్ లైక్ యాజ్ ఏ సేమ్ డే. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో 12 PM బిలో ఉంటే ఇట్ విల్ షో ది టుడేస్ డేట్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ ఇన్ లైక్ అబౌట్ 12 PM, it will becoming like as a next day. Okay. Okay, trunk of systate, it is showing a systate. So trunk చేసినప్పుడు ఏంటి, hours and minutes and second will becoming as a null. So I will remove that. So I am becoming like as a hours and 0. So hour is becoming like a 0. Seconds I am making as a 0. Milliseconds and everything I am making as a 0. So then I am showing like a, this is your systate. Systate annappudu I will display like as a 18th February. Same అవుతుంది 1.9, 1.8, 1 point annappudu em అవుతుంది. So I am removing that decimal values. So now in the same way, the trunk function will nulling the values of hours and minutes, seconds. So now the system will treat like as a 18th February 000 AM. అర్థమవుతుందా? డే స్టార్టింగ్ వాల్యూ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఇట్ స్టార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ దట్ వాల్యూ. అర్థమైందా? సో ఆ సేమ్ వే, సో నౌ వీఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ది డేట్ వాల్యూస్ ఇన్ ద సేమ్ వే. సో వీ హ్యావ్ ది ఫంక్షన్ లైక్ డేట్. సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ ది మంత్ ఆఫ్ ది డేట్, సో మీరు ఏ మంత్ లో ఉన్నారో తెలుసుకోవాలి. సో విల్ యూస్ ది _char ఫంక్షన్, _char ఆఫ్ systate, mm dual. So state. So now you are getting like a 02. So what are the value you are passing? It is give that value like a 50. Now you are in the December. So it will display the 12. Now I am making as a MYN. It will display the December. Okay. Now if you want to find out the trunk function will if you want to find out the day, sorry month. Okay. So month and the trunk అనేది మంత్ ని నువ్వు ట్రంక్ చేయాలని చూస్తున్నావు. మంత్ ని ట్రంక్ చేయాలంటే 15 days prior ఉంటే ఇట్ విల్ షో ది కరెంట్ మంత్ first day. So if you are in like a 15 days or above, it will go for the next month date. So month starting date తీసుకోవాలన్నప్పుడు you are trimming the or truncating the values for the month wise. So the same way, however, you are using this month function in the 2_char. 2_char is the conversion function. So date value నుంచి character లోకి convert చేస్తున్న value. So the sysdate is the date value. So you are converting the value into character value. Okay, so trunk of comma mm. సో మీరు ఎంఎం అన్నప్పుడు 15 days బిలో ఉన్నప్పుడు నువ్వు లాస్ట్ లో ఉన్నా కూడా ఇట్ విల్ డిస్ప్లే ది కరెంట్ మంత్. సో ఏమవుతుంది, హవర్స్ మినిట్స్ సెకండ్స్ అన్నిటిని నల్ చేస్తుంది. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, సో రిమైనింగ్ డేస్ అన్నిటిని నల్ చేస్తుంది. సో మంత్ ఏదైతే ఉందో ఆ మంత్ కి ఇట్ విల్ మేకింగ్ యాజ్ ఏ ఫస్ట్ డే. సి 1st February. Now I'm making as a -20. So now I'm passing like a 20th. I'm moving this. What the date I'm passing here, I will show this in this place. 20. So ante 28th January or 29th January I'm passing here. So I'm passing like 29th January. It is displaying like a 1st January. So in case if I use the round value in this place, round value in this place. So if I use the round value, so the round is becoming like you are in the middle of, so last of the month. Last of the month annappudu, it will go for the next month value. Okay, so if you are in like a 68 minus, so what it is, 35. If you pass like a 14 January, okay, now I'm passing like a 35 in the two places. 14 January you are passing the value. For trunk you are getting the 1st January. For round also you are getting the 1st January. If you pass like a more than 15, just I am adding like a 15. So now I am saying like a 68 minus 34. So we'll get so I'm using the union here. See, if I pass like a 14 January, I'm getting like a 1st January in this place also, round also, because the January month is having like a 15.1 day, 15.05 days. So now half value reach avalante, the day should be 15.05 undali. So appude see treat like as you are in the middle of the month. So until then you cannot able to guess that. So now I'm making as a 16th January pass system. So we are in the 16th January. So that around a trunk function is showing like a 1st January date, because it is removing all the not the null values. It is removing like a remaining date values, whatever the date we have. So it is becoming like I said 0. So 0 anapudu it come to the 1st day of the month. So how that round and trunk function is working, the same way the date functions is also working in this way. So if you see like a date, trunk of 60, it will remove the hours and minutes, seconds. If you round that, it will becoming like a next day. If you are in the middle of the day. Okay, ఇక్కడ మంత్ గురించి చూస్తాం. మంత్ గురించి చూసినప్పుడు 15 days below ఉన్నప్పుడు, so I will make it as a first day. 15 days above ఉన్నప్పుడు I will make it as a next month first day. Okay, so this is about the date functions. Round function we see about the round and trunk, months between. So we left with the add underscore months, no months between. Okay, so now we are in the, so we left with the months underscore between function, right? So we'll see some example about this. Systate minus 17, but systate minus so we are in like a 1st February, and I need to make it as a okay, 1st February, what minus is we are in like a 1st February and a 1st January. So now let's see about the months between function. Months underscore between of to date comma from date. So it is showing exactly. Okay. Now display that again. Underscore data. Okay, to underscore data. So I'm passing like a 0, 2, 2, ed, underscore date is the function. It get converted if it is in the character format, if it is in the date format, it get converted into the date values. Okay, so 2 underscore date of, so ఏం చేస్తున్నాను 1st February అని చెప్పి డేట్ పాస్ అయ్యాను DDMNYY. సో మీరు ఏదైతే వాల్యూ ఇవ్వాలనుకుంటున్నారు, సో యూ కెన్ ఏబుల్ టు గెస్ దాట్ 01 is your date, Feb is your month. So the system cannot able to understand some situations. You need to provide the format date value along with the format. Okay, DDMONYYY format. Okay, so now I am passing this value. Okay, so okay. It is displaying the exact. Now I'm changing this value in this place as well. I'm making as a 1st March. It is displaying like, see, now we are in 1st February. Okay, so now we are in like a 1st March. So the difference between these two dates is a 1 month. So it is giving like a day, starting day and ending day will be same. So now maybe I'm giving like a 28th. Okay, so if the system can understand the dates, both dates are same. So how many days we have the difference? That can be understand like a December, 10 months. Got it right? So months underscore between function works in this way to find out the number of days, whatever the from date and to date we have, that date should be same to get the correct output. Okay, so this is about the date functions. So we'll see about the remaining things by tomorrow.